Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Kari here, back again with another video for y'all. I got a very special guest, a friend to the channel and one of your favorites, okay?
Hey guys, this is Paola Sanz again with Kari.
That's right. Paola was so kind to come and join me back on my channel another time. And today, we're just gonna have a little fireside chat with y'all guys.
Super fire.
Yeah. So we're right here on the street right now at nighttime, but we're talking. We just had dinner. And we were talking about, you know, what's going on here in Colombia and whatnot. And one of the things that came up was how cheap people are being out here in Colombia. So we all know Colombia is a very cheap place, relatively, right? Especially for people coming from the States. But I think a lot of people are taking it a little bit too far. And I've seen a lot of people really trying to be super cheap, right? And that's okay if you want to do that with your dollars, but I don't think you should be telling other people what to do with their own money, right? So that's something that we've been seeing a lot. And I know we talked about a little bit, but what do you think about people and how they've been super cheap here in Colombia recently?
So guys, I do have an opinion about it, and it's that it doesn't matter where you go, quality is quality. Here in China, United States, Europe, quality is quality. It's not the same you go and eat an empanada on the street that will cost you a quarter of a dollar than eat the same empanada in a high-end restaurant. It's probably gonna cost you even $4, which is significantly more than it will cost you in the street. But why? Because you're paying for the place, you're paying for the experience, you're paying for the service, you're paying for a whole bunch of stuff. So some foreigners come here and say, oh, that's too expensive and that's too much for things that I can even afford myself as a Colombian woman. And it's not like I'm a millionaire in Colombia or I make all this a lot of money. It's just that when you like nice things, you like nice things and you pay for nice things.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Exactly.
We were just talking about how when you go out in Provenza and some of the nice restaurants here, there's 80% Colombians there. And if they can afford it, like Paula said, why are so many Americans crying about that type of stuff?
Exactly.
Like, oh my God, there's an expensive restaurant. Okay, somebody likes it.
The economy in Medellin is so good that you will go to one of a high-end restaurant in Colombia like is El Cielo, Carmen, Colosal, which has like top 3 restaurants in Medellin. And you will see, as he say, like even like almost 80% of the people there are local people, which means the economy is good because people here like to pay for quality. People here in Medellin, especially in Medellin, people like to pay for nice things. So sometimes I be like foreigners looking at some prices. I mean, I understand because if you have a budget to travel, it's okay. But then don't be looking down and it's like, oh, that's way too much. Way too much how? Like, how are you gonna tell people who's making significantly less money than you, and you as a visitor are gonna say and complain about a price? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying gringo price, I'm saying for the price that Colombian people are even paying for the same product.
Mm-hmm. And gringos love telling somebody that they're paying too much. Oh, I get this for that price. You get that for that price. Okay, cool. All right, is it the same quality? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook and these groups and stuff, I've seen so many dudes just hating on people for spending a little bit more to get better quality. And that's something that we do regularly in the States. There's different levels for different people with different budgets, you know? So if you come to Colombia, you shouldn't really pay attention to these people that are gonna try to tell you, you know, don't do it this way, do it my way. I think one thing about Colombia is people love to be like, do it my way. It's something about telling people, you know, and it comes from a good place. Like, I want you to have the experience I had. It was a good experience. But, you know, if people want to splurge a little bit, it's not always a bad thing. And that's kind of the point of what we want to say, right? I'm not saying go out and waste money. I don't say go out and be the guy in the strip club throwing your money, right? That's not what they do here. But if you want to go try some of the very nice restaurants they have, or for instance, if you want to splurge on some nice flowers, like in my case, I bought my girl some very nice flowers from a famous place that sells supposedly the best flowers in Colombia. Of course, they cost a little bit more, right? But to me, I've never seen flowers this beautiful in my life. So, as they say, vale la pena, right?
Yeah.
It's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah, and also one thing I do want to mention is stop treating women you met as they hunger women. You understand, like
As a what?
like as they hungry women.
Okay. Thirsty.
Like
thirsty.
thirsty. Like if a woman sometimes choose a good restaurant and the guy be, oh, she probably never goes to that restaurant, but she want me to pay for that. No. Like for example, me with my friends and stuff like that, we normally go to nice restaurant just to eat. It doesn't even have to celebrate anything. We like that. So for a guy, if you're gonna invite me and you just wanna like limitate me in the things I wanna choose, for what?
It says a lot about the type of women that they regularly deal with, or like what they think about you, right? Like if they say, well, you know, I don't want to take her to this restaurant, you must think that she can't take herself to that restaurant. So what type of girl is that you're dealing with anyway?
And you think they trying to take advantage of you? No, I'm not trying to take an advantage of you for telling you I would like to a place that I take myself. You know, it's normal. I understand that, of course, there is maybe sometimes girls that want you to take her to, I don't know, El Cielo, which is a Michelin restaurant here in Colombia, and you say, oh, you want me to take her there, but she's never been. Some things like that I understand, but you need to know who you're dealing with. You need to know who you are surrounded by, and stop treating women like they just hungry women. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's all relative, right? Like, for some women, I'm not saying there's not women out there that do take advantage of men because you're, let's say, a gringo, and they try to ask you to spend more money than they would expect the normal Colombian to spend. That happens, guys. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but mainly the point here is like, think about it and really look at the people that you're dealing with and try to look at the situation, you know, from a couple different angles, and you'll be able to tell if the girl is used to that type of treatment or not. And if you can't afford it, that's fine. I know a lot of people come here and they're on a fixed income because of retirement or things like that, or they're retired military and things like that. So they don't have income that's disposable. All their money is more or less spoken for. So they have to budget and make, you know, decisions about what they're going to do with every single dollar. But that doesn't mean go and hate on the guy that's got a little bit more money, right? That wants to experience some nice things and have some nice items here, okay? It's just that I've seen that happen so much, and, you know, talking with Paula, we kind of agreed upon that, and I feel like no one out here in the YouTube sphere or in Facebook sphere or Instagram sphere is really speaking on that, right? And it just looks bad, guys. Like, all the hate that I've been seeing on this type of thing from guys trying to tell everyone if they're paying more or paying too much or whatever, it's just not a good look, guys.
And also the problem is not even that if you can afford the restaurant I want to go, I can understand that. Again, some people come here with a budget, but don't. It's the way you're gonna project it on me. You know, it's the way you're gonna. Oh yeah, you would just want. No, if you can, then I understand. But don't make me look like I'm just asking for something that I can't do. You know, that I'm asking for too much.
Yeah. No, I agree. And a lot of times, I know where it comes from. It comes from dudes messing with skanks.
Skanks, what is that?
Skanks is like cheap girls. You know, because there's a lot of girls that try to take advantage of guys, right? I think that it's gone so far that now guys are like super sensitive.
Skeptical.
Yeah, they're super sensitive to that now. But like I said, take a step back, reevaluate the situation. If you're messing with a really good girl, you should expect to spend a little bit of money, right? And if you want to do some nice things for yourself, expect to spend a little bit of money. It's okay, right? You can't take it with you, guys. You can't take the money with you, right? The only thing you're taking away from is being able to invest it. So, you know, me being a big investor, I do encourage you guys to live frugally, right? Like, don't spend all the money unless you have to. But you should also treat yourself a little bit, you know? There's no fun in just working your ass off and never enjoying it, right? So people come to Colombia to enjoy life. So do that. Enjoy life. Let your hair down.
And also, I know the currency here is significantly less than USD, and I wonder sometimes why there is some people coming here. If I get it, people also come here because they want to save money, but to live a lifestyle that is significantly less than the one they were living in their country, even when here is cheaper.
Yeah, to downgrade.
To downgrade, like why is it happening?
You know, I don't know. I think people a lot of time are they overcompensate. So they leave America for certain reasons, and because of the reasons that they left America, they try to go extra hard in the other direction. So America was too expensive, I'm gonna be so cheap. You see what I mean? So they go from two polar opposites. And you know, a lot of people out there are really good with their money, and they splurge. And you know, this video is not really pointing the finger at everybody. It's really the ones that try to impose their own kind of standards or way of living or expectations of how others spend their money. You know, we're just here to say, you know, like, let people live a little bit. If you can't live a little, you know, then that's fine. If you want to live very strict with your money, that's fine. But don't hate on others for doing it, right? Because not a lot of people out here are really out here enjoying life, and that's what they want to do. They want to enjoy life. They're not tripping on every single dollar, right? Any closing thoughts?
Guys, just enjoy life. I know as a man you have purpose and you wanna, you know, project your incomes for certain things, but if you're traveling, also treat yourself nice. Go to a nice restaurant, like take that little fancy coffee that maybe you wouldn't take in your country. Take that little, you know, luxury experience just to see how it is like in other countries. Don't limit yourself as much. And also, I know, because this is another thing, that you'll be here investing. It comes to priorities too. But like investing so much money in a club one night, ridiculously money in a club one night, where nightlife is nightlife, you know, where you just not experience as much, and then the next day they be like, oh no, that's too expensive. That meal's too expensive.
Yeah.
How do you spend $1,000 that night in alcohol, but now you can't afford? You think 50,000 pesos dollar. It's 50,000 pesos. Is expensive food, when 50,000 pesos is only $10, $12.
Right. And you just been balling out, and now you ain't got nothing left. So that really comes down to pacing yourself, guys. Yeah, like I think people get real excited in the moment in the club and stuff, and they lose it. So try not to do that, because then you will be that person that's, you know, be like, I ain't got it right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, pace yourself. That's good advice. I like that. So yeah, man, let us know what you think in the comments. You know, we're open to discussion on this. I know you guys are gonna have something to say, right? You guys always got something to say. So thank you, Paula, for chiming in on this and helping me out. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Kari.HQ, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we out. Peace.
Sorry, I was good putting my dress together.
Alright, no worries. Thanks, girl. Just let me know when you're good. Alright. I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna move.